Hi YouTube, I am back finally after the longest, I guess, hiatus. I won't say longest. I think I've been gone longer, but either way, I'm back with another video. This time, I am going to be giving my pre-release thoughts about my upcoming book release. It's been a while. It's been a while, but just with everything going on, it at first, it just didn't feel it kind of felt like, okay, this is not the time for that. And then it became a point of I just don't have it. I just don't have it in me to do anything on YouTube or anything like that. And then it became a struggle to even produce creatively at all. And I am not going to front like I'm not gonna front like I have it all together now, but I pushed through. I was able to push through and get this book finished. The book that I am talking about is this baby right here. Can you see that? I'm putting it by my face because that's where my focus is. I can't, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna like put it up on the screen or something like that. But it is the Reinvention of the Rose. If you have read my high stakes series, specifically if you've read Deuces Wild, you would be at least a little familiar. If you haven't read it in a while, it might be kind of back of mind for you, but the roses were introduced. That is what Alicia used to be. I'm trying to, as always, when I do these pre-release videos or or my backlist videos, trying to figure out how to say these things and talk about these projects without giving too much away. But yeah, my heroine here is a former assassin. I don't think that's too out of the way for anybody who is familiar with my catalog. I don't think that's too much of a spoiler. Again, if you've already read that book, if you have not read that book, yes, that's definitely a spoiler, but it's not too bad. You'll still be able to enjoy the book. But yeah, my heroine is a former assassin, and we're taking her from that very kind of high thrill environment into a very low thrill environment, or thrills of a different type, I guess. This book does take place in the Heights, which is exciting. It's always exciting and fun for me to go back to that neighborhood, back to those businesses and those people who have just such a central part of my catalog and such a central part of my work and kind of my reputation, I guess, as a writer. So that was fun. But this book was a lot. This book was a lot. It was a slow burn, which is not my typical, like, I don't typically like a slow burn between the couple. I think most of my books, the couple kind of has sex and then they become a couple. And that is not the case with this one. We definitely have, there's more of there's more of the upfront figuring each other out with this one than figuring each other out on the back end, even though there's definitely some of that too. um it's a very it's a very quiet book, I feel like. And I don't say that, like, for me that's not a bad thing. Like, I like quiet books. Quiet, but it packs a punch to me. Again, to me. I'm being so in my experience, the books that I tend to kind of love the most, y'all don't usually agree with me. And that's not to say that y'all don't like them, but it's like the books that that I just really feel like, okay, like I really did something here. Like, I don't usually get like the louder reception for those. Like, I definitely get, like, that's not to say that I don't get good reviews or anything like that. I'm just thinking about the ones that I hear. Like, the ones that I hear about a lot are typically not the ones that that I just really feel the warm fuzzies about. And this is one of those. To that end, This book will not be available in the KU program. So if you are used to reading my work through the KU program, that might be, that's a little different, and that's why I'm wanting to give the heads up. It will only be available for purchase. I'm trying something a little different, and I would ask that you, if you're feeling it, support me. If you're not, I get it. I get it. Everybody has, their own way of doing things, but again, I'm doing something a little different this time, and so this book is going to only be available not on KU. It's only going to be available for purchase, only on Amazon for now, but that might change. We might, do a little bit of expansion, but I'm excited about that too. I'm excited to be doing something different. My heroine for this one, she owns a candle shop. And that's why I have all these little things that you guys can't see on my desk, but these little cutesy things. I actually ordered some matches, and the person who made the matches, there we go. This is like a coaster or whatever, like a wood coaster with the logo. If you are like a not die hard, but if you were like an old school CCJ fan, Wax Poetic may be familiar to you from a project that I started and did not finish, but it went up in my original, in the first in the first Team CCJ group on Facebook, and the name of the project was Hearts and Symmetry, and the hero and heroine were Remy and Monet, and Monet, the heroine, she had a candle shop. She was a wax artist, and her candle shop was named Wax Poetic. I will not be going back to that particular project. Not in See, I get to talking and I talk too much. If I go, I don't plan to go back to that project in that iteration. But I really love that name, Wax Poetic, and so I wanted to still use it, and I wanted to use it because I'm gonna be doing this one. It's got so many fingerprint smudges on it, but I actually was trying my hand at making the candles that she talks about, that my heroine talks about in this book, not in the other thing. That's not going to happen. Again, not in the way that it already happened. But I brought that up. See, that's what I was like when I started talking too much. I brought it up because of the name, so that if you are a CCJ reader and you were in the group and you saw that, you're not crazy. Like, you've definitely heard that name, Wax Poetic, before, because that was the name of Monet's shop. But yeah, I used to make candles. But this was way before writing. But I have all my little fragrance oils. I'm turning the bottles so that you guys can't see the name, the names of the scents that are on here. Partially because I'm gonna be like mixing these and making different scents. But I want it to be a surprise when you guys are able to get those if you want, because I'm going to be doing a box that's going to have the candle, and you'll be able to get some matches and a Heights tattoo. I've washed mine off, but there's a temporary tattoo along with the signed copy of this book. That might be all. I haven't quite decided yet. That might be all that goes into the box. I have to see what else I can see. Maybe like I don't know, maybe a keychain or something. I'll figure it out. But anyway, I'm way off topic of this book. I really, really do love these characters. Again, it was a very quiet project, a slow burn, but a lot. It's solely from the heroine's point of view, just because that was just what felt right for the project. This is absolutely her story, even though Tristan is not a flat hero by any means, not to me, but this was her story. This was definitely Temp's story. If I revisit other roses, I'm not saying that all of the books will be like that, because what I have in my head for other Rose books, if I go back to the Roses, they're actually very different books. Like, all of them are very, very different books. So we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. But in any case, I really don't want this to be too long. I don't want to hold you guys too much, and I don't want to ramble too much, because you guys know I like to talk, and y'all know I can do it. I can definitely do it. But we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. But I'm excited. I'm really excited, but also really, really nervous, because this book is different. It's it's not different like Wonder was different, but it's definitely it blends a lot. Like it blends a lot of different projects. Like we have, that warm and that kind of warm and fuzziness from the Heights. We have like the intrigue and the mystery from the High Stakes series, and so we bring those two things together, and it creates I don't know. I'm just really it's a project that I'm really proud of. Having read it back, I really dragged my feet on doing the read through for this project, but in doing the read through for this project, it just made me really feel like I've come a long way as a writer. It made me feel like I've really grown up as a writer, and in some ways I kind of feel as though, just over the years, I feel like I may have been undervaluing myself and undervaluing my work a little bit, but that's a video for a different time, if at all. But the goal is to stop doing that. The goal is to stop doing that. I have written a book that I really feel like is special, and I really feel like you guys are going to enjoy it. I really hope that you guys are going to enjoy it. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop here. As always, thank you guys for watching. I don't think it's live yet. I don't know if it's gonna be live by the time this video goes live. I have press published. It's edited and formatted and all of that. I have already hit the publish button on Amazon. But I might have to delay putting this video out, because sometimes Amazon gets a little iffy, like when you're trying to publish it, like when it first is released. So I don't know, we'll see. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I hope you guys enjoy the Reinvention of the Rose whenever it does hit your Kindles. Bye.